This disclaimer hitting a little different now, don't it?
Huh. Yeah, I suppose it do be hitting a little different.
Speaking of hitting differently, where are the Bittersweet gamers? That's the best I got.
Well, it's pretty true, I would say. It seems accurate. We say the things no one else says. We think about things in a way that no one else seems to. And we piss everybody off.
Yep, that sounds like us, all right. I'm We Squared.
I'm the Opinionator. And welcome to what is in all likelihood the concluding episode of this game. Of course, we'll be doing the FTEs afterwards.
Right.
With that disclaimer out of the way, there's not really much reason for us to say too much here at the beginning. We'll be saving that for the end.
Mm-hmm.
As a reminder, we are quite aware of how divisive this game is, and we were aware of that going into it. We liked it from the very beginning and liked it very much, and none of that has really changed. I love this plot twist. I don't want everything to be this plot twist.
Right.
In any case, we are now playing Kibo and Tsumugi. Junko, the writers, the audience, has offered the idea of a final vote. Who is punished? Punish Junko, Tsumugi, in the name of hope? Or punish Kibo, the audience surrogate, in the name of despair. Did I get that right?
Yeah, I think that's about how they phrased it, yeah.
Shuichi has, as he always has, broken down. He doesn't accept it. That's easy to understand why. Like I said, the part at which I think my own bluster would give out, and my own stubbornness isn't right, but it would deal a big blow to me to find out that you're a made-up person and not yourself.
Yeah.
And presumably, you may not even be able to become yourself again.
Well, I don't know that their original selves were really all that desirable as people to begin with, considering they all signed up for this.
Even if you suck, you are yourself.
You're right.
If you can't be yourself, who else are you supposed to be? Like I said, that's the one that hits me.
Yeah.
Really, this has also been set up. The problem with Shuichi.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike other protagonists, he would lie. There was that confusing episode that we kind of misinterpreted in the moment at the end of the last trial, where Shuichi was like, wait, no. That's just the same as this, isn't it? Where he's like, wait, no.
Yeah.
We're doing this backwards. Well, the very last thing is Kibo, the audience surrogate. Is he really? No. I don't mean in its own continuity. I mean, based on the reception of its game, is the actual audience? Do they find him something of their surrogate? Well,
that's a good question. I never thought about it from that angle.
Well, it's one that we can't know the answer to, not until we're done. So, without further ado, let's begin the end so we can start to be done.
And then end the beginning of everything. Sorry, I'm kind of waving off into my supervillain monologue.
I really have no idea how this is gonna end. Okay, Shuichi, what you got?
What is it?
If Hope wins this final vote, Kibo and Maki will sacrifice themselves. And you, Tsumugi, the loser, will also be punished, correct? What kind of punishment will they receive? Please, tell me what it is.
Huh.
Why should I tell you? I never said anything about a punishment, did I?
Why are you answering?
What do you even have to do with this?
Oh, well, he's just here because it's season 53. He's literally just the mascot.
He's just a prop.
That's right! The punishment isn't the problem right now. The problem is...
No, that is the problem. Because if the punishment is what I think it is, then...
Yeah?
Everything would make sense.
Can't have that, now can we?
Including why Rantaro participated in another killing game.
Rantaro? What does he have to do with this?
You know the answer, Kibo.
Me?
Do we?
If you really are connected to the outside world, then I want you to find the answer.
Again, Our position on this is that the people forced to play this game, in other words, 15 of them, not counting Tsumugi, every last one of them is a victim and not responsible for their own actions.
Yeah. Because if they've got that degree of control, like the producers and everything.
I mean, Tsumugi said they have writers.
Yeah, exactly.
And she is one of them.
Yeah, if they've got that level of control, that's ridiculous.
It's not that they can completely control everything that they do, but they can strongly insist on certain things and plant that seed, or so it would appear. So I don't think anybody can be blamed for anything, good or bad. They didn't do the good things either, did they? In any case, they're all horrible victims. Maybe they're not real people, because the real people signed up for it.
Yeah.
But the fictional people that have been made, I just don't take any of them as responsible for their actions. But what does that even mean? Like, therefore what? I don't know. So, let's see if Shuichi has an off-the-wall idea that works this time.
The final punishment. If it's the reason Rantaro participated in the killing game again after surviving, then the punishment must be... The punishment, it must go!
This is it! I got it. The punishment is you have to participate in the next killing game, right?
There is no escape. Sign up to be murdered and everyone loves it? And people are showing up to enslave themselves and guarantee their own death?
Yeah.
Because they're fanboys and fangirls? What the hell? What is this society? Burn it to the ground!
Yeah, exactly.
What?
That's not living.
Yeah, I think so. The punishment after the final vote is to participate in another killing game. That's what Rantaro was talking about.
You wanted this killing game, so you have to win no matter what. No matter what.
Something similar must have happened in the last killing game, and he was given a choice. He sacrificed himself and was forced to participate again.
Why is it that the people in these games keep wanting to make these decisions? Is that what they were written to do?
Huh. That's a good question.
All this means is, if we choose hope here, the killing game won't end.
I see what he means.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now, when I say written to do, they obviously don't. They're not doing like direct mind control.
Right.
And the people do have their own free will. It's just there are things that are very much as suggestions for them. Plus, they're malleable in their own actual circumstance. Obviously, this was not planned. It turning into this particular kind of trial, well, maybe that was planned, or maybe it was let's see if they'll be led into it, or we'll figure it out themselves.
It did seem like they were left a pretty significant breadcrumb trail.
And just trail of bread. Just like flop down loaves of bread.
They'll never miss it.
Well, I suppose so. That's why in that classroom, all the desks were stacked up on top of a visible monitor.
That's why the shot put ball was in the trash can and not disposed of.
So this is the plot line of Danganronpa 53.
Yeah.
Anyway, having said that, Shuichi raises a good point. What happens if the Blackened were to win?
Technically, they would graduate, but I don't know what that means.
Does that mean that if you win the game, you're in the next one? Does it mean that if you win the game, you're not?
Maybe if you win the game, you become like a celebrity outside? Like, then you can go back into the outside world and live your life as a celebrity?
To be honest, it's not like I'd be happy about it, okay? But I see Shuichi's point. I suppose if we all die, then we're set free from this horrible, evil world. But this is a horrible, evil world that we cannot change.
Yeah.
If it were possible to change it, I'd love to do it. But we, the players, don't know anything about it. I don't know. What do you do? Normally I'd say live on, but...
Like, the problem here is that Tsumugi is determining the results. Like, and of course she's going to pick one that screws us over either way, you know?
What do you mean determining the results?
She's the one who was like, if you guys vote for me, this happens. If you guys vote for Kibo, this happens. You know, how's that fair?
Well, we're, in a way, you could say that we're at the mercy of the most evil force in the world. Television producers and studio executives, eager to stifle the creative spirit in pursuit of an ever more dumbed down product with greater mass appeal, which inevitably fails. Other than the dumbed down part, maybe describes this pretty well.
How prescient.
Post-scient? This game came out like 8 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tsumugi will still be the mastermind. Kibo will still represent the viewers. And Maki will be the new ultimate survivor. The killing game will begin again.
I guess all of us just rolling over and dying is an option.
Because F you.
Don't you see? If Hope wins, the killing won't stop. It's because Hope wins that the killing never stops.
So give up, die, and...
Well, can you guarantee that if everyone dies, the killing will stop? Do you really think that that's going to stop them from making Danganronpa V4 or whatever?
Well, in a way, you could say it did. Look, I don't know what Kodaka's career path is.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Who owns the rights to this game and Danganronpa? It's entirely possible that he very explicitly intended for this to be the series ending.
Can't imagine where anyone would get that feeling, but yes.
Before he then went on to work with Uchikoshi and whatever the studio that they're in is.
Uh-huh.
But if you look at that answer to your question, Billy, maybe so.
Well, you know, I guess that's fair considering the meta-narrative going on in this game.
The killing stops when you make the viewers not like the product.
It's what the people want. They want Hope to win. They want the happy ending.
Well, F you, viewers.
Huh.
That's how the killing game has gone on 53 times.
No, man, I have a really great idea for the ending of Danganronpa Miracle 9.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, someone joined the Discord today saying that they were interested in helping.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. First off, this is going to be totally out of sequence, but yeah, we need to talk to this person.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay, no, I've Despair's Counterattack. Miracle Danganronpa 9 Despair's Counterattack.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I've got a great idea. The whole point of it, I'll talk a little bit more about it in this video when we're done. But my idea for it, all right, I only have like a few characters, I want to say halfway, a third of the way there,
yeah.
And like the overall concept. But my explicit idea for it is to bridge the gap between the dissatisfaction that people had with Danganronpa V3 and the original basic core concept of Danganronpa that its fans have always enjoyed. Give it a different type of plot. No, that's the wrong way to put it, because of course it's still a killing game with ultimates.
Right.
But it's gonna be different. It's not this. The initial idea I have, though this is only the initial idea, is that I should save it.
Yeah, don't talk about it yet. Don't talk about it yet.
The killing game persists because Hope always wins?
That's why I'm going to reject that Hope.
When it's despair, you're going to choose despair to end the killing game?
Well, that's creative and very effective, seeing V Izuru.
How boring.
But this is fine. Our audience loves despair, so this will please them too.
After all, even if despair wins, the killing game still won't end.
Then, Hope has to win this game too. If we continue to win for Hope, then this killing game will surely end someday.
No, I mean, Shuichi has kind of convinced me of what he's saying, even though he hasn't really said what he intends to do to resolve it, you know?
Isn't Shuichi's suggestion that we just all die?
Well, I mean, like you said, if it does stop the killing game, because the alternative is they just keep going in the other one, and another one. And then they'll be erased too and replaced with someone else.
I don't know! I don't know what to do!
There is no clear-cut right or wrong answer.
And there's not like some plant your flag and be like, I believe in this answer either.
No, you don't get it. It's not going to end. It's going to keep happening over and over.
Then what are we supposed to do?
When Maki said she was going to sacrifice herself just now, I thought, why? So many of our friends have sacrificed their lives. Why Maki? Why now? Why do we have to go through it again? The sorrow of losing Kaede and Kaito. Why do we have to feel that sadness over and over and over again? Why do we have to bear that burden?
For entertainment of others is not acceptable.
Yeah.
But again, this specific point is actually like half of the plot of Recreators.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, go watch Recreators. It's rather good. We don't like the ending, but fair enough.
The rest of it's good.
I mean, I guess we really like the ending. It's the climax that's the problem. Anyway, the rest of it's great, though. Just to give you an idea of what we mean when we bring that up, fictional characters in Recreators get isekai'd into the real world.
It's wild, man.
And they meet the authors of the fictional work that they are from. And so you have to deal with the authors coming to grips with the fact that they've created a real person and the characters trying to struggle through why the bad things that happened in their world happened.
Yeah.
And is that the fault of the writer? It's really fascinating.
Well, I don't care how much the audience wants it. I'm not gonna feel that way anymore!
I don't blame him, not one bit.
I don't want anyone to feel that way anymore! Even if this is fiction, even if we're all fictional, the pain in my heart is real!
Yeah, that's the contract, after all. When you consume an entertainment medium, the things the characters feel in their own internal continuity is real. They do suffer.
Yeah.
The sadness I feel when I lose the people I love is real! I won't forgive this game that treats us like toys. And if this is what the world wants, then I reject that world! I'll fight the world that inflicts suffering for entertainment!
Yeah!
Oh, Shuichi. Yeah, I don't know what you can do, but for what it's worth, I back you.
Fight the outside world?
It's just like I said, that thing that the ex-girlfriend said to me, Damon, you can't fight the whole world. And I was like, yes, I can. That was always my stupid, stubborn reaction. But you know, it's the reaction that I wanted. I beyond sympathize with Shuichi here.
It doesn't matter what you do. No matter what a fictional character does or says, it's just fiction to the outside world.
Yeah, well, these are real flesh and blood people, not video game characters.
Then I'll fight the outside world from within this fiction.
From within this fiction? But how?
I refuse to vote.
We've been messing with the voting system this whole time.
Yeah.
Refuse to vote?
Monokuma said that if we don't vote, we'll be killed for breaking the rules.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm doing it.
It's maybe the only answer.
If this ends without a single vote being cast for hope or despair, the audience would hate it. They'd never accept an ending like that. So I abstain. I refuse to give the outside world the ending it wants.
If the only thing you can do to advance the ball down the court in the only way that matters is to die, well, then that is the only hand you have. That was a really mixed metaphor.
I think the Geneva
I
Convention...
won't vote for Kibo or Tsumugi.
I think the Geneva Convention covers tortured metaphors too, Damon. You can't do that.
I reject both hope and despair.
Because F you! Hope won't end the killing game? If that's true, then this feeling that I must win for hope is... What am I supposed to do?
I have no idea.
I'll put a stop to this killing game.
You can't stop it! If Danganronpa ends, I'll be out of a job!
Ah, poor baby.
Even if this is all fake, our suffering and pain is real.
Yikes.
It was rough for me too.
Oh, shut up!
It's a death game. What the fuck you gonna do?
Ain't it better to just let it end with despair?
Avril Lavigne.
I reject both hope and despair. I reject a world that would make us do this.
Yes.
Which is why I abstain from voting. So this won't end in hope or despair.
You can't throw away your futures.
What futures?
Hope is contagious.
I mean... Oh, do we need to lie? And argue it?
Well, why don't we first try to hit hope?
Okay.
Well, I suppose in this case, maybe so. It was the last one, right?
Yep.
I'll put a stop to this killing game. I reject both hope and despair. I reject a world that would make us do this. Which is why I abstain from voting. So this won't end in hope or despair.
Here it comes.
You can't throw away your futures.
Gotta remember the controls.
Hope is contagious.
That's really weird.
It should end with hope, but still.
Yeah.
I may not like the consequences of this.
Kibo, what are you doing?
When the writer's saying that...
Yeah, I think we did the right thing.
Did your inner voice really tell you to do that? Did it tell you to reject hope?
No. My inner voice is still telling me not to give up on hope. But if that hope demands tragedy from us, then I cannot trust it.
Oh, here we go.
I may be a robot, but the thought of my friends dying still fills me with sadness. I don't want anyone else to feel this way, so I will abandon hope.
Who are we gonna switch to?
Back to Shuichi, of course.
Do you know what will happen if you do that? To defy the audience!
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
I don't give a damn. This killing game is over anyway. New characters are created just to show the outside world a fictional hope. They get written into these killing games, forced to betray one another. And at the end of the slaughter, the tragedy, the despair, hope always wins.
Translation. You can't continue a game like this on the same premise forever and ever. No matter how much money it's making. Incidentally, Miracle Danganronpa 9, Despair's counterattack, has a different premise, but is still very clearly this.
Well, I've had enough of it. We're gonna end this right now.
Very clearly Danganronpa. Anyway.
We won't let it end the way they want. We won't make a good ending or a bad one. To end this killing game and end it forever.
Ah, the spite ending. I can get behind that.
Yeah, this is like the spite route. We won't have a good ending, a true ending to this visual novel, and we won't have a bad end to this visual novel. We'll have a spite end, a screw you audience end.
Oh, that's amazing.
I really like that.
We will reject Danganronpa.
And so you did. Call me crazy.
Crazy?
I did ask you to do that. Very, very quick, too.
I've been wanting to call you that for a while.
Well, nothing stopped you up until now.
You're right, crazy.
So it goes.
Go on.
I really like the idea of a creator that's just like, screw you, man. I don't know. I can trust people that do that. It makes me want to follow their work.
Shuichi.
I've seen far too many creators let their work be subsumed by fans, and it gets ruined.
See the author of Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, that reminds me in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 when they brought Abdul back for no reason because the fans were like, why'd you kill him?
Yeah, and what did Araki do? He killed him again.
Yeah!
Tsumugi, you were right. I'm weak. I'm weaker than everyone else. If I didn't have my friends, I'd be useless. That's true even now. If Kibo and Maki didn't stand up, I would have ended it all right then.
Huh.
But it's because I'm weak and because I lost my way that I finally realized.
The only winning move is to not play?
Yeah!
I agree with that.
I finally realized how cruel this hope really is.
Huh.
Hold on, everyone. If we keep thinking, we can find a better ending, and...
Himiko, Maki, will you abstain from voting with me?
Yeah?
Abstain from voting? You can't do that. All three of you will be killed if you do.
You guys really want to commit suicide?
If it's the only way this stops.
It's still a sin to throw your life away, even if your life is fictional.
Oh, don't you frickin' start!
You've been fighting so hard to survive, but now you're gonna give up?
Well, because everyone's saying you have to survive, you have to survive. Then we'll send you on into the next game.
Yeah!
I'm not sure I'm entirely on board, but I'm on board with the spite.
Such foolishness! To cast your life away is the height of stupidity.
Himiko, we can put an end to this insane killing game. We're gonna use our lives to end this madness.
Do you suppose Himiko is going to come in with, then what did they die for? What did our friends die for then?
That sounds like the kind of thing she'd do.
After all, she's... This entire game, like the Himiko plot, has been going and building up to something, and it built up to its happy end already, but that doesn't mean the game is over.
Use our lives?
But Himiko, you have to choose, okay? You can't look away. You can't back down. You have to choose. Only those who have found the truth can choose their destiny.
What?
Yes!
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
We can put an end to this killing game.
Are we gonna have to play Maki too?
Oh man, oh man!
That's really cool!
We can put an end to these killing games that everyone out there wants so bad. If so, then Oh!
Use life. Huh? Ouch. I remember calling for something like this in the beginning of Danganronpa 1. Like, okay, everybody just refused to participate. It's a really complicated thing to do, but it's a valid one.
If we refuse to
This
vote,
is amazing.
we all die.
To choose death is to blaspheme against life itself.
Hope and despair. Neither the victor. No one would want an ending like that.
You would throw your life away for that?
That would be a meaningless death.
That would be...
No, it wouldn't.
Those are agree points.
Yeah.
Our lives are our strongest weapons. And with these weapons, we revolt against the outside.
Yes! F you all! F you all!
I'm gonna put an end to it.
Yeah!
Even if I'm a fictional character,
My life is real.
Yeah!
That's why killing games are fun, right? It's fun to see two lives clash, right? But I won't let you use my life for some show. I'm gonna use my life to end this killing game.
If you have to choose how to spend it.
So Tenko, Angie,
I see.
and all the past victims can rest in peace.
This is a really gutsy ending.
Oh, yeah.
I'll use the only weapon I've got.
Oh.
I'll use my life to put an end to this killing game!
What? Suicide is suicide, no matter what your reason is.
Yeah, that's right, but that reason matters.
Yeah!
Perhaps that thought is just another work of fiction, following along my outline.
It could be a part of my script, just like Maki falling for Kaito, you know?
Okay, let's call your bluff then.
Fair enough.
Cause if none of you vote, and I do, then I'll be the only one who survives.
Ah, that's true. There are 5 people.
Doesn't that sound exactly like something the big bad mastermind would come up with?
It's okay, Maki. Believe in me. And believe in yourself, just like you believed in Kaito.
What would Kaito do? Well, one way to find out, to answer that question, is to look at what Kaito did. To stop Maki from killing someone, he sacrificed his life. He didn't know it at the time, but he didn't regret it either.
Yeah.
Of course he wanted to live, but he knew he wasn't gonna anyway. Of course Kaito would sacrifice his life for a really loud car outside.
Now hold on a minute.
For others! I don't know, I'm having such a complicated reaction. I don't know how I feel, really. Like I said, I'm on board with the spite of it all. The screw you, none of this is acceptable, and we're not gonna even play the game at all. But, well, that is their point. We're not gonna get a happy ending then.
Yeah, there's no way they can get a happy ending unless the writers just decide to let them go for some reason, you know? Even then, are they even going to be able to, fit into the outside world? The outside world's gonna be different than how they remember it.
Well, I'm not even thinking that far ahead.
Believe in myself?
That's why you have to fight, even if you're scared, because you have that strength. Come on! It'd be a lousy story if the hero gave up so easily.
Yeah!
My desire to end this killing game may be fictional. And the mastermind as the sole survivor would be a convenient ending for her. All of that might be implanted as well, just like my feelings for Kaito. Everything is fiction, a story written by someone. But even then,
Even your thoughts are works of fiction! It's all following my outline to a T!
This whole shebang is fiction. That's Danganronpa for ya!
Well, yeah!
Even if it is fiction.
No white noise.
It's because of everyone's sacrifices that we've come this far. Their deaths have to be more than just fiction. There must be something we can do.
You mean to live your lives for them as well?
We're going to use this fiction to change reality. We're going to end Danganronpa!
Yeah, man, duh.
I will believe in myself. Even if everything is fictional, I'll believe in my feelings.
This is way more satisfying than Makoto just shouting hope at everyone. And the ending of 1.
I agree. I didn't find it... I didn't dislike it, but it felt empty.
Especially for, Yasuhiro and Toko.
Well, even that, I actually was quite moved by Yasuhiro's I want to live.
Fair. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Toko. It was Genocide Jill.
Well, yes, I know, but Toko and Genocide Jill are fine. They got their own game, and it's really good. I'm just saying, I understand your criticism, but I actually did think that the raw feeling of it that came out in the characters, especially Yasuhiro and Toko, that part actually worked for me. I think the problem that we have with that is the idea of hope and despair itself.
Yeah.
And that's something else that we ought to talk about. Well, not right now.
If I can't believe in my feelings, then my existence will have no meaning.
I think I said it a few episodes ago. The idea may not really move Billy and I that much, but it was never intended to. I do have a much more sympathetic take on the idea that I'm pretty sure is the one that the creator intended, or maybe even only accidentally intended, and it's like why the series caught fire. I think it might have something to do with it. Whether I give that in this video, or the next one, or at the end of the FTEs, or the beginning, I don't know. We'll see.
If we can change reality, then we won't be just fiction. Our lives will have significance. And hopefully, my feelings will have significance too.
Are you saying that it's okay for everyone to die together?
No, but what everyone is saying is, in this circumstance, it is okay to just go, no, we won't play along, screw you, and die together.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to die, but what they want isn't an option that's given to them.
Man, why do you guys want to die so badly?
Why do you want to kill him so badly? Huh? Why have you wanted to kill however many 53 times 16 is? And for 43 of them, they've been real fucking people. Don't complain about them. Complain about yourself, you fucking murderer.
It's not that I want to die. We fought so hard to survive. Of course we don't want to die. But it's not just about us. Everyone who died in the killing games felt the same way. They were all desperate to live. They wanted to survive. For themselves and for someone else. That desire isn't fictional to us. That pain isn't fictional to us. To us, the killing game is real tragedy. That's why we have to stop it. We won't let this happen ever again.
Like I told you, it's not going to stop, 'cause that's what the world wants. As long as the world wants killing games, Danganronpa will not end!
Then we have to change it.
There's no way you can change it. Fiction could never change the real—
Well, yeah, it has.
Yeah!
You don't believe in the power of fiction?
Oh, man!
Stories are, and have always been, super true. Stories, fiction, are not real per se, but the reason that they work is that they are truer than true, realer than real. There is an essence in the core of fiction that every last one of us finds extremely appealing.
Yeah.
It has always been so throughout all of human history. Many people have written and talked about this idea way better than I have. I'm not going to bother saying anything else. That's why the content of fiction matters.
Human beings are wired to communicate in stories.
We are not rational by default. We do not understand things rationally by default. By default, our wiring understands things metaphorically. That is why stories have always been effective and why we have sought them out.
Yes.
Because we understand things more in a whole and as symbols than as something that is literally real.
Yep.
I mean, I can't off the top of my head, but I can give you citations about the neuroscience of that.
Huh?
It may not be a physical power, but our wish will surely be received by someone. If fiction has the power to touch people's hearts, then that power can change the world.
Besides, Tsumugi was talking about causing despair in the real world also. That's the same thing.
Well, she was saying that in character.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah.
That is what I believe. I will also abandon my vote, just as Shuichi suggested.
Then it's decided. We all abstain from voting. We reject hope and despair. We refuse to bow to the demands of the outside world.
Are you serious?
Are you getting flustered? Your costume changes are less frequent now.
Are you crazy? If you do that, only I, the mastermind, will survive, you know?
Huh.
But what about hope?
Ah!
What about despair?
Do whatever you want with hope and despair.
I love Kibo's I don't give a damn face.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
We've already decided to quit this killing game.
I don't care about this fictional world.
That's right. This class trial is over. Now, start voting time.
Voting time? No, not yet. This game is gonna continue.
Ugh. It's just all force.
Yep.
The killing game will continue.
You can't make them do it.
Yeah.
You've lost your power over them. The only power you had was the threat of death. Everyone just decided, forget it. I'll die. No matter what, you can't make them do anything anymore.
When you've got nothing to lose, you no longer fear losing.
Yeah, well said. I mean, what are you gonna do? Torture him? Well, you already have been. Make him stay here? Well, you can't make them... If you ask them to do something from here on out, they just won't do it.
Yeah.
This class trial will go on forever and ever!
And your ratings will go into the toilet and oil it.
What?
Oh yeah!
Oh man.
The music!
This game is gonna keep going!
No!
And this class trial ain't over yet either!
No!
You really want the killing game to end? You really want Danganronpa to end? Come on, even if we keep going back and forth. Let's keep this game going! I won't let it be voting time yet!
So, which one do I lie on?
I would imagine the last one, voting time?
Maybe?
And this class trial ain't over yet either! You really want the killing game to end? Come on, even if we keep going back and forth.
Would any of them work?
I'm not sure.
Let's keep this game going!
Okay, I guess it's gonna be the last one.
Hey, why aren't you doing anything?
Oh!
Huh.
I'm abandoning this game. I won't play your game anymore, Monokuma.
I see.
There was no right answer, so he's just like, screw it.
That's amazing.
That is really good. A lot of what this last trial is doing is like taking the concept of the mini games and turning them on their head, and that's really good.
Now start the vote.
I won't let you abandon this game. I definitely won't let you!
Yeah, I still need you guys to keep playing the game!
Nope, screw it. Screw it, nope. Nope.
Hope.
But I refuse.
Brilliant. This is brilliant. This is really good. It's what they should have done in the first place. To say screw you, bear. In Danganronpa 1.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Not playing your game. I mean, look. I can just turn it off right now. I don't have to play this game at all.
Let's have more fun with the game. Let's have lots and lots of fun with Danganronpa!
Okay, give me Sight Taxi. I'll crash and die. Yes! Okay, so I have to make sure to not collect too much.
Yep.
Can I...
Oh my god.
Can I dodge it? No, I can't. Alright.
You're not gonna get enough in time, as long as you just keep moseying forward.
This is really good. I really like this.
Yep.
Do the class trial right, or the audience is gonna get bored!
That's the point, you dumb bear!
Man!
Oh, such catharsis. We've been screaming from game one to not play the game, and now all
be
our
bored.
Christmases.
We're not here for your entertainment.
Yeah! From the beginning of the series in our Let's Plays, we've always been like, don't play this stupid game. And the end of the final game is, yeah, okay, don't play the stupid game. You're free to disagree with us. You're free to disagree with the creator and writer of Danganronpa, but clearly he agreed with us. I mean, not that he knows who we are, and that's fine. I'm just saying we divined his intent.
Yeah.
We're trying to survive. You're the ones who want us to be entertaining. If you're gonna complain, perhaps you should just stop watching. Even if we have to make the entire audience hate us, we're not gonna stop.
Preach on, brother! I'm not going to stop saying what I believe and the reasons why I believe it.
Yeah.
We're gonna end our tragedy here.
Just give up already and start voting time.
All 4 of us will abstain from voting, so you'll be the only one who survives.
Enjoy, loser.
Are you okay with that, Kibo? Is your inner voice telling you that's okay?
Kibo reaches up and just yanks off the antenna.
I bet he will.
Does the outside world really want that? Do they want Danganronpa to end? Hey, what are they saying? What's your inner voice saying?
My inner voice doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to end this game with my friend.
Oh no! No!
Somebody break it off! Break it off!
Kibo?
Kibo?
Kibo, what's wrong?
That's what I thought.
Some kind of emergency poll override?
Yeah.
See? They don't want this kind of ending. They want the killing games to continue.
Man, it's really Control-Alt-Kibo.
Dang it, Grandpa's.
That is the outside world's decision!
I could hear the drool in her voice.
Screw all that!
What?
Isn't that right, Kibo?
Yes, my inner voice will not accept an ending without hope or despair.
All you have to do is reject the inner voice.
Kibo!
Kibo, get a hold of yourself!
That's not possible. The Kibo you see there isn't the one you know. Like I said, you can't defy the audience when you're their surrogate. It's 'cause he did such a silly thing that he's feeling the audience's anger now.
What do you mean? What's happening to Kibo?
Since Kibo kept defying the audience, they took a vote and decided that troublesome personality of his should be erased.
Wrong think. Wrong think not allowed on the internet.
His personality was erased?
How cruel can you guys be? How long are you gonna play with our lives?
Freaking monsters!
But that's the decision of the outside world.
The outside world can kiss my butt.
Don't just end Danganronpa! We supported you! You owe us!
Oh my god!
This is really, really hard. The more time passes, the more I feel that we have correctly interpreted many aspects of this game.
That's what they said. So it doesn't matter how much you fight, you can't change the outside world. 'Cause the outside world still wants Danganronpa. That won't change.
I have never seen a man try to torch his own career this fashion.
Just burn it all down. And like walk away, not even looking back.
I have become irritated by my legacy. Die, legacy. I won't have to be haunted by it anymore if I make all the fans hate me.
I will forge a new legacy.
On the corpses of my fans and their tears.
What did you say?
Incidentally, I still say, I think that the near contempt that he's showing for his fans, although I find it appealing.
Yeah, same here, same here.
I think that's a really legitimate reason to be upset.
Oh, yeah.
About this. Again, I disagree, but I think that's a really valid take.
So do you still want to throw your lives away? Even if it changes nothing?
Yes.
To refuse to capitulate is the only win.
Yeah. Yeah!
Kibo!
Johnny 5 is alive!
Rip it off!
Kibo!
I can barely control it. Looks like this is the end.
Don't say that! You survived this far!
I'm sorry. I could not fight with you until the end. But your choice is not wrong. The real enemy is the outside world who is enjoying this killing game.
Mm-hmm.
So please, use me to change the world.
Kibo.
Kibo.
Kibo! Stay with us!
He's completely erased. That makes me sad too, you know. He was a character I created.
Screw you!
Seriously?
But this is the end. The outside world rejects your decision. So no matter how you use your lives, it won't change anything.
No, I mean, if they still just say F you, then it doesn't matter what the result is. No one's going to get a satisfying ending because they had to go this far to get the ending they wanted. It wasn't an ending that came through the actions of the fictional characters. They had to cheat.
Yeah.
It will be a hollow victory.
And it won't even really be a victory.
Of course.
It's just gonna be Kibo and Tsumugi voting to punish Kibo or whatever. The others are still gonna abstain.
Yeah.
Kibo, though, he did everything he could, but he couldn't escape the heartless gaze of thirsty fans.
Why did you phrase it like that? It's hard to take it seriously when you do that.
Well, it's what it is, isn't it?
I know, but...
Look, everybody here knows. We'd be a lot more popular if we just stopped talking so much and concentrated on jokes. And certainly if we dropped all the controversial opinions, which seem normal to us, they're our opinions. But it was not to be. I, at least, am not going to lie to you.
I might. I'm just kidding, I won't.
If I'm accused of wrongthink, it makes me more likely to double down, more sure that I was right in the first place.
Anyway.
So this is surprising, but there was like more left than we thought?
Yeah. Surely the next episode will end everything.
Yeah, I want to take the time to talk about some things.
Yes.
And we darn well cannot do that.
Well, it's still going, you know?
Right, and I don't want to ask anybody to sit through like some 2-hour episode. Okay, so be it. I'm sure we'll finish next time. We have no choice but to. Darn it! I wanted to give like my initial level premise for the idea of Miracle Danganronpa 9 Goodbye Despair.
We can do that next time.
I mean Despair's counterattack. Yeah.